70 to 80% of women initiate divorce. What incentive does a man have to leave a woman that he gets down on one knee and asks to be his wife and spend the rest of his life with?
I hate that you guys, make it seem that all women are just bored and we just end up relationships because of whatever.
What do you think the number one cause of divorce is?
I would say it's cheating.
No, it's not. It's lack of commitment. Like the lack of commitment to the relationship, meaning they don't want to do the work. They don't want to put in the work that comes in the marriage. The number one statement is, we've grown apart. Now, does that sound like that has anything to do with duty? Or does that sound like that's on the basis of her emotions, her expectations, her perceptions of the relationship? How the marriage makes her feel? What do you think that stems from? Having unrealistic expectations going into the marriage to begin with. It's emotion.
Hola, hola, buenas noches a todos que nos estén viendo ahora. Gusto de estar aquí de regreso, capítulo 17, episodio 17.
Capítulo 17, sí.
Sí, así que ahí la llevamos casi ya cerca del 21. Pero brevemente, hoy va a ser en inglés el programa para que así nuestro invitado pueda expresarse con toda capacidad. Así que nomás para anunciarles aquí desde el inicio. Y bueno, Ricardo, take it away.
Sí, pues bienvenidos nuevamente a este nuevo episodio otra vez. Y gracias a los que nos sintonizan. Un saludo también aprovechando a mi familia, a mi mamá, a mis hermanas, mis sobrinitas en México y también aquí en este estado. Y como siempre transmitiendo de nuestra cabina principal del bello puerto de Tacoma. Nuevamente aquí con otro interesante tema. Y nuestro tema de hoy pues es cómo evitar las personas tóxicas, ¿verdad? Para una relación o matrimonio. Así que estoy excitado porque es algo que pues todos necesitamos saber y aprender. Muchos pensamos que sabemos o reconocemos o podemos detectar ciertas red flags que le llaman, ¿verdad? Pero muchas veces pues las pasamos de alto, ¿verdad? Y vamos a averiguar y pues detectar qué es lo que nos falta aprender más, ¿verdad? Y como siempre aprendemos juntos, haciendo preguntas. También le queremos hacer la abierta invitación a miembros de la comunidad que quieran venir y exponer pues algún reto que estén pasando de una relación o matrimonio o alguna circunstancia negativa o de adversidad. ¿Verdad? Los invitamos, es un lugar seguro aquí donde se pueden expresar abiertamente con la meta y finalidad de escoger pues o detectar o tal vez poder aprender o detectar una solución, una sugerencia, una mejor idea. Cómo podemos buscar o encontrar una solución a cada uno de los problemas que se pueden presentar de los invitados. Así que le hacemos esa invitación. Nos pueden mandar un mensaje abiertamente a nuestra página principal de Aquí Entre Nos, en Facebook, en Instagram o en YouTube, por favor, sin pena. Vamos a tratar de buscar la mejor solución posible por cualquier tipo de problema. O si lo quieren venir a exponer aquí en cámara para entre todos buscar una solución y dar las mejores opiniones y soluciones. Así que vamos a empezar con Mónica. Bienvenida nuevamente.
Gracias.
¿Sí?
Gracias por invitarme otra vez.
Sí, gracias por aceptar nuestra invitación nuevamente.
Y pues, no tuviste miedo de regresar.
No, nada que ver.
And we're going to start doing our show in English because of our friend Nicolas, our new guest.
This episode.
He understands Spanish, but he don't speak Spanish. So out of respect, we're gonna do it in English so he can understand. And also, we want to acknowledge that we are in native land. We recognize our Piwala tribe here, our native. So we're aware we're in native land. We sometimes we forget to acknowledge this. So tonight I remember. So always it's good to to be aware of that we're in native land. So we're gonna start introducing ourselves, guys. We're starting with Monica, because ladies are always first. Age again, Monica, please.
I'm 36.
36. Okay. Your profession?
I work in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
Bartender, server, from the house.
You're in the food industry. Okay. Highest level of education completed?
Middle school.
Middle school, okay.
Yeah.
Middle school, relationship status?
Single.
Still single.
Still looking.
No,
Single,
I'm not looking.
single,
I'm not
mingle.
looking. I'm waiting
Not looking?
for my match.
Knight in shining armor.
Okay. You're taking it easy. Okay, you're
Oh,
still
yeah.
single. Okay.
Everything have a good side. A good side. Everything.
Everything
being-
about what again?
Everything have a good side. Being married, have a boyfriend, or being single.
There you go.
And have the not that
the
good
pros
side.
and cons.
Exactly. Yes.
That's
Understood.
smart. What's your ethnic background or what nationality? Ethnic background?
I'm Mexican, Latina, Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic, Latina, same thing, Mexicana. What's your relationship with your dad? You still
Yes.
talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got kids?
Yes.
How many?
My baby is 15 years old.
15. Okay, one boy.
Throw him a quinceañera.
Yes.
Quinceañero party.
A boy.
You know, in Mexico, culturally speaking, actually, I was talking to my producer, which we did the last previous episode together, and we're talking about that's part of our culture. In some states or some part of Mexico, when they turn 15, instead of doing the quinceañeros party, we take them to the cariñosas place when they turn 15. That's a thing.
Or
And most
they
people
get a
don't know that.
car. It depends.
Yeah, well, most kids,
depends on
want to
morals.
go with the cariñosas instead.
Welcome to adulthood, son.
Exactly. And we're gonna go with Nicolas. Well, thank you, Monica, just to have a context and a better, description of all of us. Age, Nicolas,
I'm 34.
34. What do you do for a living?
I do construction management.
Okay. Highest level of education completed?
I have 2 years associate's degree in entrepreneurship and small business management.
Nice. An associate. That's 2 years.
Yes, sir.
And management and entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
What's your relationship status right now?
I'm single.
Single. All right. We might, like I said, we might have a match tonight.
Mr. Cupido.
Mr. Cupidos. What's your ethnic background?
I'm Mexican.
Mexican American.
Mexican American, yes, sir.
All right. What's been your relationship with your dad?
Non-existent. I don't know him.
Oh, you don't know him.
I don't know him at
You
all.
grew up without a dad.
Yes, sir.
Figure.
Just my mother and my 3 sisters.
Got it. 3 sisters, 3 siblings. You have any kids?
I have 1 son. He's
Oh.
2 years old.
2 years?
Turning 2 in August.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, it's always good. You want to ask the questions first? Well, our title of tonight is, like I said, what's to how to detect
Toxicity in the
toxicity
other
or toxic
person.
people in your relationship.
Yeah.
I was trying to translate it in my head from Spanish to English.
Avoid toxic relationships.
Yeah. Since you
Toxic partners.
Toxic
Yeah.
partners, yeah.
Yeah.
So, who wants to raise their hand and say that they've had a toxic relationship? I honestly don't think I personally have. I don't think I've had a toxic
Lucky.
relationship. So,
never.
yeah, no.
Not even the last one you displayed the last time. That one gal that you call her. That can be considered also.
No, it wasn't toxic. No, like the one that
They betrayed you.
that
Isn't
cheated. No,
That cheated. That's
no.
not.
I wouldn't say that's toxic because when I think of toxic, I think like of a toxic relationship where there's maybe like a bit of verbal,
Controlling.
physical abuse, and also like they cheat on you, you cheat on them, you stay together, and you just keep going back and forth. You take a break, get back together. Like I never did any of that, so
You didn't have emotional abuse?
no, I didn't have emotional abuse.
No.
No, not on me. Like it's not like
You can take it.
well, like I didn't stay with her for very long, so afterwards, so yeah, no,
Okay.
I wouldn't consider that one being toxic. And then we were able to end on good terms in spite of everything, and to this day we're cool, if you will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand.
man.
What's been your experience, Nicolas, with previous partners that you had in the past?
Well, one that I could think of, controlling, violent,
Physically violent?
physically violent. I've been stabbed.
Yeah, see that?
is
that's a
more-
perfect example of toxic.
That-
you know?
That's more than toxic.
Yeah, you know, I loved her and I cared about her, so I stayed. And
Bam.
yeah, got stabbed again and more physical assault and stuff like that. but
Literally stabbed, not just figuratively.
literally stabbed
In
in
the
the
back?
face, in
In
the
the front?
face here and right here on my arm.
Sheesh. All right.
Police report and all of that?
No, being a man, I felt like I should just take that and
See, he took it. He did take it.
feel like I
Wow,
should take
man.
it. But I don't think anything would have happened anyways. You know, being a man, I think maybe we got brushed under the rug or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that, but that's still quite crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, like, what led to you getting stabbed?
Oh man.
Is this about your baby's mom? The one you had the baby
yes,
with?
sir. Yeah.
How long were you guys together?
3 years.
3 years together.
Yeah.
And you guys decided to move in together.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long did that take to move in
So-
together?
I'm gonna say it took around six to 9 months or so. She ended up getting pregnant, and me wanting to be, you know, the good dude I am, you know, got a car for her and the kid, and got her apartment, and moved her and her stepkids in there, and we all just,
Yeah.
you know, did our thing as a family, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so she already had some pre-existing kids.
Yeah, and maybe that's where her toxicity came from, previous relationships and stuff like that. That kind of trickled over onto.
Is she younger than you?
She's 2 years older than I am.
Older?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you didn't see any red flag? Were you guys dating while you guys were seeing each other?
The first time I got stabbed, and the controlling behavior and the abusive stuff that all happened before the child was conceived, and I actually broke it off with her, and then later on that day we found out she was pregnant. So that's when, you know, let's go full force and try to be a family, so that my son didn't grow up without two parents.
Of course.
That's important. I grew up without my father, so I think that, you know, my son should have his father
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You know?
You're trying to break that chain and,
Right.
you know, become the...
Had it not been for
The
you having a
opposite.
kid, though, you would have
That would
walked away.
That would have been gone. I would have been gone, for sure.
Dang. So, like,
Interesting.
again, so you were stabbed 3 times on 3 separate occasions, or was it like,
It was 3 times on 2 separate. This was the first one, and then the second time was these 2.
damn, that's intense.
And that was before the baby was born?
Yeah.
And you seen any changes on her
No.
after the baby was born?
No, I did not.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, you're not together anymore. What do you think it was the reason that you guys broke it off? The main reason? Obviously, there's a few factors, but
So we can't get along for sure. Violence on her behalf, damaging of my vehicles and stuff like that. Think that just, you know, led to it. I mean, you can only take so much. You know, you could push and push and push, and you could try as much as you can, but you know, there becomes a point that you gotta walk away. It's just enough is enough.
Yeah.
you think it was based on jealousy, maybe?
Maybe insecurities, possibly. You know, maybe there was something behind the scenes I didn't know about, or maybe something from beforehand that they were trying to, you know, keep a rein on somebody that, you know, out of what they had done in the past, or maybe what they were doing behind my back. I don't know.
So, what describe like what led to you getting stabbed the first time?
So we had got into a fight about her growing up and moving out of her mother's house, and I believe I embarrassed her, and she was drinking and she wanted to drive off, and I wouldn't let her, and so that turned into it just led to more, you know, and then
Escalating.
yeah,
Is she also Latina?
she is,
She's a Latina.
yes.
Toxica.
Well, I'm saying more than toxic. That's why we in this show we recommend guys, especially, and gals, you know, to actually take their time dating, and you know, take those red flags very serious, you know, because obviously, you know, your future, your legacy, your future members of our society, depend of all of that. So it's very important, men and women, to actually, we recommend
ask the proper questions up front. You got to ask proper questions.
Non-negotiables, and then one of the issues that we have seen on especially on guys that. At least you acquire your associates. You have your level of education higher. You can make a career out of your title and stuff.
Right.
But most of us, we because we also biologically programmed to, pursue women, and we want to create a family, and most of us are not ready, man. We have to, because women are born with value, and men, we have to create our value. As far as our status, financial and stuff like that. And also the most important factor is understand female nature, and understand that we're all emotional creatures, but especially women, right? Women are more emotional, and they're stimuli just based on emotions and stuff like that. And most of us don't understand that. So that I always recommend guys to actually acquire that knowledge, how to understand women, because you can become the best version of yourself, but if you don't understand women, you can literally, destroy your own life. Yeah, literally.
And I don't have any more questions for you right now, unless
I
Rico
do.
does.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Monica.
How would you change that for your future?
What do you mean?
Good question. Good question.
Like
For my next relationship?
what will be your boundaries now?
Oh man, that's a good question. Yeah, my
it
boundaries
is.
now. So I'm gonna look for somebody that can help me better myself, and then in return, I will help them better them. If you're not ready, or even if you're not willing to compromise, or even once like a conflict arises, to even agree to disagree or to leave each other alone for a little bit. If you can't do that, then I wouldn't want to be with you.
That's a good answer, because what do you guys think is the biggest factor of breakups or divorces? What do you think is the number one cause of breakups and divorces? If you have to guess.
You can't get along with the other person, and just being in like a constant fight, constant battle every day.
You just said it. It's lack of commitment. That's the main.
Statistically,
reason.
Divorces, it's finances.
It's finances, but it's lack of commitment. And in this new era, it's people that don't want to commit. Like Nicolas was saying, she expected her to align with his frame, right? In his world and stuff, because he wanted to lead. He wanted to be the man of the breadwinner. Right. And then maybe she lacked of commitment.
Yeah, if you can't lead, if you don't have the headspace to lead, then you shouldn't lead. You should step back and let somebody lead that can lead and has those aspects of a leader. Yeah.
And most men don't have that leadership, we think we have everything in line, but we don't. We lack of leadership. We lack of respect, and that's one of the biggest, is the most important foundation for a man to be respected. A woman cannot admire you and love you if she doesn't respect you first. That's the most important factor for women. They have to be willing to respect you in order for the relationship to work.
How do you earn the respect?
Yeah, exactly. It's earned. It's earned. You, like I said, you have to, like Nicolas was saying, you have to prepare yourself. You have to become that guy, acquire knowledge, understand women, and financial, mental, social, and physical. You have to become that guy in those most important 4 pillars of success: financial, physical, mental, and social. You don't have those skills, you don't understand women, you can be the most successful. And we see it in celebrities, athletes, singers, and look at Will Smith. Look at what's that? A football player? It's got the 7 rings.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. This guy's being destroyed left and right because they don't understand women. They're very successful. They're multimillionaires. You know,
Maybe they
but-
are just good person who.
No, I'd say those are two very different situations. But
No, I'm
Will
just
Smith
saying.
and
I'm
Tom
just
Brady,
saying. Tom Brady is being led by his wife. I mean, what chances do we have? Let alone, you know.
yeah, but Will Smith is. I'd say that's definitely toxic because he's stayed with her.
He's
you
too
know,
nice of a guy.
But
And he's
nobody
been-
knows what is really happening in that relationship.
No, it doesn't matter.
Maybe it is cheaper to keep her in that situation. But I don't know. But
Maybe they had an open relationship even before
Yeah, have you
everything.
seen Will Smith's face on the video, on the red table video? Have you seen his
Yeah.
face? I
No.
don't think that he allows that.
he was
because-
caught off
No
guard.
no man wants to share his wife.
Yeah, and no, yeah,
You'll be surprised.
yeah. But
I mean, there's not a man worth
There are
keeping.
cucks, but like that's
dignity,
another thing.
decency, respect, and
Yes.
integrity don't have
Yes.
a price. I don't
No.
care how many millions. I don't think Will Smith will will sell all those personal values for money.
But
Yeah.
who knows? We can only see what we are told.
Yeah, but very good question,
Yeah.
Monica. That's a very good question and a very good answer. You guys are hired for.
And now, Monica, how are you going to follow up his story of his toxic relationship?
Toxic. Oh wow.
Because you raised your hand, you said you.
Of course, yes. I fell for one, but I didn't even know I was falling for one. Because when I started dating this guy, well, first we were friends and I thought he was gay.
That should have been you.
because the way he talk and dance, especially dance, and
Was he a Latino guy?
Mexican American.
Okay, and how long did you keep him in the friend zone? How long before it
I
became
don't remember.
non-platonic?
I think it was a few months only,
Few months.
couple months only, because I really like him like a lot, and then, well, he wasn't gay
I
at
guess
all.
you're probably wrong.
At all. He just
Interesting.
danced quite particularly and nothing.
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant style,
Yeah.
metrosexual.
Very, very nice. He was
Why did it end?
a love, a heart with feet. Very, very nice guy. But he become. He was younger than me. It was my only relationship that I had with a younger person than me because I like older
Well,
guys.
you're changing diapers then. Why did it end?
Well,
Whoa,
you gotta-
cálmate.
you gotta-
Take it
you
got
easy.
there, Rico.
It's the whole novela. Okay,
It's a whole novela.
Let me get some popcorns.
We haven't even got to the toxic part yet.
Okay, he me metió una chinga y ya. Ahí por eso terminó. That's what you want.
He beat you physically.
Yeah.
Te metió una chinga.
What? Next
Once, twice,
Once.
once.
Yeah.
But what did you do that he?
It
decided
was my
to-
fault.
It was your fault.
No, that's what you want me to say. No, he become obsessed with me.
Mm.
And I didn't want to keep the relationship because he had a lot of insecurities because he was younger and his friends always talk shit because they were jealous.
Yeah, say it with your chest. That's
Of
fine.
course, they were jealous. A couple of them
Jealous of what?
of me being with him.
Jealous that he was with an older woman, or like?
They wanted you?
Yes.
Your
Like,
friends wanted
like
you.
how old was this guy?
They're friends.
How old was he? when you
he
were with
was
him?
8.5 years younger than me.
But at the
Wow.
time, how old was
He
he?
was
Thank God.
21.
He was changing diapers.
Way younger.
Yeah, he was a kid. Wow, because you're 30.
I wasn't that old.
Well, you're
either.
30. Well, he was.
Yeah.
No, I was 29.
You said he didn't have. You.
Oh, he was
Yeah, I
still
was
in high
29.
school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not. Why are you saying it's crazy?
No, because usually it's most women prefer older guys.
Well, I didn't plan to be the
Right.
girlfriend. It just
but he
happened.
insisted. He insisted. He
Right.
pursued you.
Yes, he was a beautiful human, I thought. But he became obsessed, and I was like, hey, you know what? We shouldn't be together, this and that. And the first time I broke up with him, he crashed his motorcycle, like almost in my street.
On purpose?
Yeah, of course, on purpose.
I think so. Yes, he was on purpose.
You said the first time?
The first time I broke up with him, so I felt bad, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So we come back together, and the second time he did another stupid thing. I don't want to say it.
Say it with your chest.
And the third time, well, he.
So you broke up the third time you got back.
I didn't
broke up
want.
and got back with
Yeah, but I couldn't leave
Damn.
him because he was very persistent and very manipulative. He became this person.
He would threaten you with like.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
know.
kill myself
Yep,
and
oh,
shit
yeah.
like that. And
I've heard that story before.
it is true.
Oh, what did you do to him? That he became very obsessed.
He did. And the third time, well, that's when happened.
Yeah.
He pushed me. He tried to shock me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad in that moment when you are going through this stuff. The victim tend to feel guilty. I don't know if you felt that maybe it's my fault.
No,
I
never felt.
I thought that I brought the bad side of him.
Yeah, because narcissists usually do that. They gaslight you, they make you feel crazy or
Yeah.
guilty. Like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to take a real quick. You having the shout outs. Hector Franco. He says, hola Nicolas Moreno.
Hey, what's up,
Proud of
bro?
you. He's watching you. Hector Franco, your friend.
That's my uncle.
Órale. Saludos. Shout outs to Nicolas' uncle. And thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to point out, because we usually get, comments, we get shout outs and stuff like that.
Well, thank you
So-
for pointing that. And this is why I said I don't think I've been in a toxic relationship, because I have not experienced anything like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Do you see?
Well, it is different levels of abuse still.
Yeah, but even emotional abuse, physical abuse,
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
like
No.
ever. No. So
It shouldn't be
Yeah.
tolerated.
Yes, once you know, after that, I think that everything have a good side, like I said before. And going through that relationship helped me to open my eyes and know what I don't want in this life, for my life, for myself. And I don't want a person who is insecure like that. I don't want a person who cannot control himself.
Yeah, those crazy impulses.
Yeah, who have no integrity, respect, or honor. Anything like that.
Or even trust.
A trust, yes,
Trust
exactly.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
So, once you know what you don't want in your life, you are clear and open to put your boundaries and say, I don't want this, I don't want this. And when somebody approaches you and try to have a relationship or put the intentions there, and you are able to see. Able to see.
So the same questions you asked Nicolas, what do you focus on?
What's your
What are you
boundary?
careful with now? When you
that.
meet
A person who have integrity and honor and is brave, it cannot be a person of that kind, a toxic one.
What been your experience recently? Because you're open today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What been your experience out there? Because it's very difficult from what we've seen so far.
yeah.
It's very challenging, very difficult.
I do believe that good men exist. Definitely.
of course.
Yeah, thank you.
They do
Screw us here.
exist.
Yes,
They do.
Yes, sir.
But if somebody comes to my life and have what I like and what I want, I'll be open.
What do you? Okay. go ahead.
That's what I
What do you look in the man? I mean, just
what I said.
Yeah,
A
but-
man that I like physically and who have integrity, honor, and a good heart.
Because
So
there's
have you
a-
been on dates recently, or
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
none-
I had one. But
How long
Okay.
ago?
a couple months, but he doesn't live here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
wouldn't
in the
work.
state in Washington.
That wouldn't
So-
work.
No,
That's
no,
long,
it's not.
long, distant relationship.
But he had everything.
Can you describe your ideal man as far as
Again, I just see it.
No. I'm talking about because there's a lot of guys that meet those metrics, but
Does
yes,
Okay.
there's a lot of guys. But as far as physical attraction goes,
physical.
How tall he's got to be, how much money he's got to make. He's white, Latino,
What
African American.
I prefer if he's taller than me. First,
course.
About money, as long as he's a good worker and have a little bit of ambition, I can guide him.
oh, you're gonna baby him.
I have a baby here. No, if he
Except
makes a lot of money, better.
You said if you can guide him, but I mean then.
To make more money because he Rico asked about how much money he needs to make.
To like help him reach his
Yeah,
goals and stuff?
exactly.
Okay.
maybe just
That's good.
assist, not guide, because guiding is
Well,
It's
if
like
he
assuming
doesn't, if
you're
he doesn't have
taking the
money,
lead.
maybe it's because he needs a little bit of guidance
Yeah, no woman.
or a push. You know, a push.
a pushover.
Yeah, because your needs are your capacity. If you have a woman by your side that wants better life,
Yeah.
that's gonna become a need for you. So that your need is gonna become your capacity. I need to do this. I need to do better on this side. So you start think your mind is gonna start thinking how to reach that.
Have to reach that goal.
Yeah, if you don't have a woman by your side that push you and
Helps you do better.
yeah,
Good.
suggest for better, you're gonna be in the comfort zone. Both.
I don't know. I
I disagree.
understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah, me too. I disagree. Most women want a guy who's already is a complete package.
I want a guy who
Preassembled.
is a complete package, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I do. But I'm saying if the right person with the personality that I like appears and is willing to get that push, I will do it,
Yeah.
definitely.
I guess-
But yeah.
yeah, I'll use myself as an example in this situation because
Go for it,
Like,
Eros.
I'm hungry, I'm ambitious, I got things that I'm striving for, but I don't have, and I don't need a woman to be with me in order for me to achieve those things. I
Okay.
myself
That's good.
need to be the one that, drives myself forward. It's on
Right.
me. It's not like,
Correct.
I don't need to be motivated by a woman. I don't need to be motivated by somebody else. It's all me. Like, I gotta have the discipline.
Yeah.
Personally don't really believe in motivation. Like, I say F your motivation. You just
Yeah,
you
we need to fucking
you
work.
you need discipline. So,
Right.
and that's why I'm like, nah, I don't need a girl. But like, if I had a girlfriend, to help me, that's another thing. Like, yeah, I'll have her help me, but I don't need her to motivate me or like get me out of bed.
Exactly.
Then I'm just a burden at that point. And like, if
No.
she's gotta like cheer me to get out of bed, and like, no, like
No.
I'm a burden at that point. I
Yeah.
think.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That I'm gonna go pull him out of bed. No, that's not gonna happen.
I'm saying that as an
No.
slight
There is
exaggeration.
levels,
but
there is
what-
levels.
Yeah, no.
No, and that's very attractive for most women.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
is there women out there who can have a little bit of patience and help you in the beginning? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a matter of time which she's going to get very frustrated. She's going to lose respect for you. She's going to stop admiring you. and she's gonna just kick it to the curb, man.
Yeah.
It's just temporarily. Those friends don't last. You as a man, you gotta come prepared, assembled, so she can admire you and respect you and love you and maintain that frame. Because it's very easy to attract people, but to maintain is where it's at. To maintain is very difficult.
Oh.
And most women, I mean, I hate to say this, but most women fail in retaining that, that man of value. Most women fail on retaining the man of value because most women focus on themselves. They're a little, egotistical, and they don't focus on the areas that guy, the areas that the guy needs. Like, the guy, he's already, he's striving, he's ambitious, but maybe he needs, some help, or, hey, baby, I brought you a protein shake, there you go, or your clothes need to be washed, you don't have time, because you're always, saying, pursuing money, breadwinner, and stuff like that. We notice that, that most women fail in those little details, those little things that those guys need help with. And you have no idea how much appreciative a guy can be towards their partner. Like, oh, man, this girl is special. She's a keeper. I'm going to keep this girl.
Is it?
Yes.
No.
It comes from a man, believe me.
There's a lot of stress.
You can ask, you got 3 guys here, you can ask them.
I'm going to tell you something. I have treated my boyfriends like kings. And sometimes people take advantage of that. Because it's human nature. When you are kind to somebody and that person doesn't have enough self-esteem and integrity, they believe they are better and start trying to put the feet on the neck of the other person.
Well, you're right. There's guys out there, but you choose them, right? A woman choose the guys. So, I'm not saying there's not bums out there who will take advantage of you. There's a lot of them of that. But you have to, as a woman, you have to know how to choose.
It's like everything. There needs to be a balance.
Discernment.
A balance.
I'm talking guys of value, like the 3 of us here.
Okay.
We don't need. We
Have
need.
you ever had a girlfriend that treats you really nicely, and love you?
Yes.
Yes.
I have. Yes.
And you got bored and left?
No, it was the all the way around. And I failed. I admit it, because I didn't at the time when I was younger. I didn't know female nature. I was confused. I thought what I wanted, she wanted. I didn't know we're extremely different. We're all humans, but we're almost opposite most of the time. What you want, I don't want, and what I want, you don't want. So it's in a relationship, and the relationship is also hierarchies, and with relationships also adversarials. Both genders are fighting and see who's going to have the control of their relationship. There's never 50-50 equality and anything like that. So yeah, of course, but that taught me a good lesson. Like, hey, you better. I mean, you're successful, and you're successful in all these areas that you need to work on, but you fail in understanding women, and that's what I'm saying. It's very important as a man to understand women, because the burden lies on us, not on you guys. You guys just got to show up and be pretty, and that's it.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
You see it all the time. You probably get guys approaching to you all the time. A lot of guys approach you, yes or no?
Yeah.
Nobody approach us.
And they don't care what you do for a living or how much money you make.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Well, you should.
Well, Nicolas is telling you, not me.
We don't.
Nicolas, you care about a woman's career?
I do not.
Do you care about how much a woman makes?
I do not.
Do you care about strong and independence and?
Yes and no. So I don't care if a woman is strong and independent. I actually encourage that. But
boss babe type of attitude.
Yeah, well, if you're too strong and you're
masculine?
like too, then that's a total turnoff, because like he was saying, we don't need you to help us do better for ourselves. We could do that all on our own. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying both, that being a team is overrated?
Being a team is a plus, but we're not looking for women based off how tall they are, how much money they make, what they do for a living.
Well, you
None of
should.
No, well, the should, could, and will. It doesn't. We cannot operate.
I want to know why you think we should
Because if
care about that.
we all need to have standards. We all, women and men.
We do have
Yeah, we
standards,
do.
but we see them in different ways. Like, it's not about like.
Yeah, we get different standards.
What is?
We're not
what-
looking for someone to take
Okay,
care
what
of us.
is you looking for?
I'm
Let's
looking
say.
for a woman that could help me be comfortable, someone who could get me a protein shake, someone who could see that my day was hard and let's say cook me a nice meal and bring it to me or something like that.
Like, peace, right? You want
Right,
peace.
peace, you know what I mean? Because it's hard enough for us to go to work all day and come home.
Yeah.
And if that person's getting on you in the way you don't like, then what's the point of being
Yeah,
there?
those are
But now
lots
if
of
you
things.
come home after a hard day and they bring you a nice meal or a drink or something,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you, Nicolas. That was very well explained. Yeah, yeah. I wish we had that that soundboard.
And,
work on it.
and I'm gonna
Don
tell you
DeMarco.
something. I have done that, and I feel the people who haven't worked on the deserving for ourselves, for themselves, they feel like they don't deserve that, and they fucked it up.
But you feel they deserve something? I mean, you know,
If I am doing it for them, that's because I feel like they
Yeah.
deserve it. But if the other person feels subconsciously that they don't deserve it, they will freak out and leave.
yeah. Most guys don't leave. Most women are.
No.
Yeah, 70 to 80% of women are the ones who initiate breakups and divorces. That's a statistic.
I'm talking no genders. I'm talking about personalities, women or men. I'm just saying the other person. And if we don't feel like we deserve good, if somebody comes and treat us good, we're gonna leave.
Yeah, most men don't leave. It's just it's women. I know you're talking in generalities,
Yeah.
but we're talking in genders here, men and women in relationships.
Man is the first one who does that.
No. It's
Because
based on the
men,
studies.
when men, well,
You're- So just to get this straight, you're saying that a guy will leave the woman because she's treating him good and he feels like he doesn't deserve it?
yes,
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's never the case.
subconsciously. Subconsciously,
No,
it's
it's-
it's nothing that they do consciously.
No, we've
of
seen-
course,
we-
in a perfect world and using your common sense. Of course, I want to be treated good. How could I leave somebody who treats me good?
Yeah,
You
the problem we've seen so far, I'll be brutally honest, is that most women, not all, but most women, and it's gonna sound awful, but most women have the main character syndrome that they think they're entitled, they deserve the whole world, right? And we have to operate in reality here. You cannot, if you have this syndrome, you cannot help your guy or look into what he needs in his life and make his life better, right? You just focus more on, on pretty much on, because we're egotistical beings. And women are not the exceptions. And you think, well, I deserve this, I
Yeah,
deserve
what?
that.
It's
Egotisticals.
ego.
Egotistical, like we selfish. We focus on ourselves.
Men and women.
Oh yeah, we are.
Entitled, right? Men and women. And sometimes we're entitled, and we think we deserve more than what we deserve. We think we sometimes we think we're more important than what we are. And the relationship is not that much different. So, it's very easy to attract men, like I said again, and it's very difficult to retain that guy that you actually admire, love, and respect. That's one of most people fail into that. And the one that are failing, well, it's most women are the one leaving. And that's why we created this space, this program, to actually find solutions, right? To how can we become better men and women so they stop leaving us? Because You know, some women, well, they choose other type of guys, other, race, whites, African Americans. Those are the top, a type of a caliber of men that most women, feel attracted to. So that's one of the reasons, And then we try to, give suggestions, create, solutions, give ideas, how we can improve, right? Because we also men like a leadership.
Yes, these are ugly truths.
Yeah, so that well said, Rico.
What is the question? Next question.
Oh, another question. You're ready, huh? You're all fired up.
Because, we are talking about toxicity.
Yeah, toxicity. Yeah, toxicity is our main topic.
Did you raise your hand, Rico? You said you had a toxic relationship?
Yeah.
Well, you already answered, like when she asked me, and I was in a toxic relationship, like everybody have.
Yeah, you didn't give details.
With details.
I want to know details.
Eros.
I'm just being honest. Like I honestly.
Well, I can relate to Nicolas. I had a similar experience in my past, and because
you've been stabbed.
We live in this. We live in this gynocentric society, right? Matriarchal.
Yeah.
That, like Nicolas. Yeah, a good example is our guest Nicolas. He's been stabbed, he's been beat up. And did she suffer any type of repercussions, any consequences? No. See,
because you choose to.
Yeah, well, not only that, but like in one instance where I needed help from the police.
Yeah.
When she's acting crazy, when they come, who do they take?
They removed you.
They took me. I went to jail.
Actually,
you know what I mean? She didn't. She stayed there, and I even
you
tried to tell them
something?
that.
When
that's
the
crazy,
guy,
but it's true.
It's
when
true.
the guy,
They always remove the mail.
Yeah.
when the guy choked me and beat me and everything, he called the police on me. He called the police on me.
They took you. Did they take you?
And the police came in and they asked me what happened.
Exactly.
And I told them, and they were like, the paramedics came and they checked me and everything.
See, that's privilege. That's sexist.
Well, for me, it's the right thing to do.
But he called for your
He
phone.
called. So I felt betrayed.
They make sure you were okay first.
Well, I was betrayed.
Yeah,
I felt like,
yeah.
what
Forget
the
about how
fuck?
you feel. It's the action is what counts.
So they asked me, you want us to take him? And I was like, yes.
See what I'm saying? Talking about privilege. That's what I'm saying. We live in this
Women privilege.
It's
But I think that is changing.
It's changing. It's changing on your favor, which it should be.
Slowly.
No, we're not demonizing that. It should be that way because women's life is more important, and I want you to understand that concept. Yes, you have a son, and you understand that your son is he's gonna go to a different type of challenges in life.
Yes.
Us as men, nobody's coming to save us.
That's why women and kids got on the Titanic.
Yes. Your life is more important. Your life is more important than children. That's why they say women and children second, and then men will forget it. You have to die for the women. Why? There's a reason for that, because you carry the eggs.
Right.
You carry the eggs, so everything goes to procreation. We program to defend you, to protect you, and to make your life easier as a woman. You don't know that, but it's the truth. You're more privileged, and you're more important than anybody else.
Because we are weaker physically.
Yeah, that too. But because the main reason is because you carry the eggs, and that's very important for us. You go out there, guys. Well, we're being destroyed, and we go to war for you guys to survive. All the wars you see around the world since our existence, since the beginning of times, has been based on that.
Look at Ukraine. They got the guys. They don't let them leave.
They don't let them leave. But
like 65.
And the women, what are the women doing? What are the women
They get to leave.
They get to live and doing what? They find it on Tinder, doing TikTok videos. Talking about privilege, but it's true. No, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not, we're not demonizing that, but it's the truth. Your life is very important. But your son, I have a son too. He's got a son. We understand that the struggles that they're going to go for. Nobody's going to come and save him. Nobody cares about our sons. They're not as special. The only person they're special to and they're loved by is their parents.
Say that? Why do you say that
Because it's
men
true.
are born without value?
Without value. We have to create our value.
True.
It's the
It's
hardest
true.
truth.
It's the hardest truth that we have to accept in order for us to grow and accept our
somebody.
faith. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's the way it is. You know, in the how they call it the bingo genetics, when you the fortune of genetics, right? That's just that's our faith.
So I'm curious. You say why that. So what are you telling your son? Are you telling him like, oh, you're special? What are you telling him?
Yeah, good question.
Or are you feeding his
course.
mind? You're telling him he's special. He gets a participation award for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
does?
that's a problem.
That is a problem.
That's a
Why?
problem. Because I was off camera. I was telling Nicolas that why do we see all this degeneracy of people, right? All these young people, and they done these studies, they done this service. Most degenerate people or people who are in prison, ironically, it comes from single mothers' households.
I went to prison and I come from a single mother house.
And
Well-
Nicolas is a good example of that, right? He would he would have preferred to grow in a at least growing up with his dad, right?
I got a question now, if
Go
you don't
ahead.
mind. So you said that you came from a single mother household. Like, what I guess, like, did your mom tell you, like, oh, Nico, like, you're special? Or, like,
No, she didn't treat me like I was special. I mean, it just treated me like a boy.
Some type of resentment, maybe.
I wouldn't say that.
Or,
she just let you do, she didn't discipline you?
Well, yeah, I was disciplined. When I would get out of line, I would get hit and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, she didn't treat me in any special way. Just I taught myself how to become like a responsible man.
Yeah.
I would believe. I mean, of course, she guided me. You know what I mean. But I think that like me watching other men.
Right.
Be men and basically monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You saw it an example.
And some of them wrong type of men, right?
Right. As you
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah, because whoever loves you is going to tell you the truth.
Right.
And it's going to smack you on the head instead of the police shoot you.
What was the environment? Your school, your friends from a childhood, like middle school and high school, were there a good?
I would say that they were a good influence on me to become the person I am today. But were we doing the best of things? No, we weren't. But
I think that was most important, the environment that you grow up with. Well, my son, I've been a single mom.
Yeah.
And my son is very, very respectful kid.
Yeah.
He never gave me problem with in the school, like principal and stuff, never.
Yeah.
He runs, he was wrestling, he exercise. He doesn't need any.
Does he's got any interaction with any male figure in your family, like an uncle,
Yeah.
cousin? Okay,
Yeah.
that's important.
Yeah.
That's very important because Nicolas didn't have that privilege, right? That opportunity. But if your son have that will help him. Because a girl or a boy, they always need that male figure in their life, to give
I
them that
agree.
guidance.
Yeah.
Because a person without instructions and guidance, it leads them to destruction. And
But
You
when
have
you
to have
said
that
that most people in jail become from single mothers.
yeah, they done these studies.
It is.
Yeah,
Is it?
you can look it up.
yeah,
It's,
when
you
I
can-
was there, a lot of us didn't know our fathers.
Huh.
Yeah, it's and because the laws are not in favor of most guys when you're in a relationship, and it probably happened to you. Hopefully, you get that 50-50, split custody. But in most cases, here it's 90% of women get the child custody, and alimony. 80% of women. These are numbers that don't lie. There's been studies and statistics on this.
Yeah.
Most women get their their
I
child
didn't ask
custody.
for child support. I didn't ask for money from the government.
Yeah,
I
but it's still elective. It's still there for you.
Yeah, if
You
you
know, that's-
request it, you'll get it for sure.
Yeah, it's but
It's something to consider, right?
and because
But
there-
you should only request it if you need it.
Yeah,
If you don't
but
need it, don't take that man's
If you
money.
ask for something, you have responsibility towards that
Yeah.
thing.
no,
also.
that should be
And
yeah
that's
for
what
for
I
the
don't
kid.
want.
That's on the best interest of the kid. So you should request that, not for you, but for the kid.
Right.
I
And
think he's
solely for
doing
him.
okay. I
Maybe
think
put him
he's
in his
doing-
bank account when he
I think
gets
he's
home.
doing okay.
Yeah, but he can, it's his
He
right.
just turned 15 and 3 years away from being 18.
He could use a car
He will have a car.
from his father or something.
Does he have a
He is not in the picture at all.
at
Oh,
all?
okay.
At all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, yeah, it's irrelevant, and that's kind
Yeah.
of the exception. But at least if that's why we recommend in this show all the time that a girl or a boy, they need that male figure guidance.
Yeah.
It's very important and vital, crucial.
I can say that I've had on the other side, with like the women, daddy issues is an actual thing, and like
Yeah.
I've had girlfriends who haven't had good relationships with the father, and I've seen how that's affected them. It's like it's interesting once you kind of start delving into that subject and how it's affected them.
Yeah, early age pregnancies and
It does make sense.
promiscuity, and yeah, it's very awful, especially for men. They become criminals and stuff like that at a very young age. You see it all the time in our community here. They're young kids, they're 13. The youngest I've seen, 11 years old. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I have seen videos there.
Yeah,
That's-
all the Kia boys, they're little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your red flags that you see?
My red flags, honestly, a big one. So I like to talk about 3 things that are considered maybe taboo subjects. So religion, politics, finances. So
Don't talk about that.
well, they're considered taboo subjects, but like
They do.
if you're not in line in like 3 of those key things, in my opinion, like that's a red flag for me. Also, if you're-
Recreational use only, or
yeah,
not
but-
taking serious, but just.
So like just red flags, like I won't even consider you as like a serious thing.
What if it's just pretty and hot? Just like I said.
Yeah, well, like I just said, I'm not gonna take them
Because you
seriously.
gotta tell the
You
truth. You
said
gotta.
finances.
So
A ver, repeat it.
Religion.
Religion.
politics,
Politics.
finances.
Finances. But
Those
you
are like-
guys earlier said that you don't care how much
How
money
you
she
credit
makes.
score? No, but that's why I was asking Eros. You gotta.
And that I don't, but you asked me what my red flags are.
Yeah.
Like if you want me to go into depth, and those like I
You
can't.
gotta
but-
elaborate more and tell the truth that we put women in 2 categories. Okay, that's why I said. I mean, it's just recreational use because we men to take him serious.
No, but she's
for
asking me
long
what
term.
are my red flags. So that's why I'm answering your question.
Yeah.
So those are my red flags, and also like women have a hard time with confrontation, and so like if you're non-confrontational, that is like something that I'm like a red flag because I'm confrontational. I like to like in a respectful way, like I can be confrontational, but what I've often experienced is that women will let things build up and just build up, and then it's just like I'm over here like I don't know what's going on, and then all of a sudden like this they just let it out at once, and it's like just it's been accumulating.
Where you didn't say it before.
Exactly, just bring it up.
What do you mean finances then, and your red flags?
What's your credit score? How's your credit?
Yeah, like I just want like I think financial literacy is an important thing that regardless of your gender you should be aware of. Like can you like even if you're not making a lot of money, like can you manage it well? Like are
Can
you
you be
spending it all?
responsible?
Like are you shopping like blowing it at the mall,
Yeah.
stuff like that, experiences
Yeah,
and
you're
not
right.
saving anything.
Eros is right. You gotta ask the right questions, even if it's uncomfortable,
And if
because
it's
your
not-
legacy, your future depends on that.
Do you care more about like
So
appearances?
you do care how much money she makes
Of course.
and how she makes it.
No, I
hold
care
on.
about how she manages her money.
Yeah, responsibility with money.
Yeah.
Because if
So
you
not
make,
how
if
much
you
she
make
makes
money, she blows
to
it.
be clear.
Ah, you need to make up your minds,
No,
boys.
I'm
You're not
gonna explain.
understanding it.
I'm gonna explain. Like,
Responsibility with money.
Yeah, financial
how can
literacy.
you manage money? Because most women don't manage money well. To be honest,
I don't
I'm
care
just
if
trying
you're
to keep
working at
it-
McDonald's making a minimum. It's like, are you blowing all your money or are you like saving some?
Okay,
You know, like-
Remember, the most consumers are women. 80% of consumer base are women here. They're responsible of the third quarters of the debt. That's a fact.
Oh God.
That's why
This system will be go broke with people like me.
when I meet a woman,
I don't like that.
I ask these tough questions, right? I go, well, are you going to be a liability or an asset in my life? Are you, are you going to, what's your credit score? Are we going to, you want to have kids? Obviously, assuming that she's young, right? She's in the best, how they call it when she's younger, when she's, what's it called? When you're in your most stage of your life, you can.
And the peak time you guys said before.
Fertile, when you're most fertile, which is 18 to 25, that's when you're most fertile to breed babies.
In their prime.
Yeah, so non-negotiable. Are we going to be?
Honestly, I feel that is so misogynist to say or to even think about it because.
Hey, my tia is listening. My mom is watching. My sobrinitas, my nieces.
Good. They
my
must
sisters.
be agree with me.
Hopefully, my daughters are watching. No, we're not misogynistas. We're realistic. Right?
Realistic.
Yeah, we try to say the truth here. Sin pelos en la lengua.
Remember that. Ugly truth.
Well, that's opinion. Everything is relative.
Yeah, no.
But
Oh yes, it is.
here in the West, I got to be honest. Based on the statistic, most women don't qualify to be wives, and that's very.
Don't qualify to be wives.
Yeah, it's 2 to 3% of women only qualify. It's like trying to find a unicorn, man. Based on the statistics, I looked this up.
What? You guys are gonna die
I know.
single.
We're gonna die.
We are gonna die single here.
Only in the West. That's why.
I've
Have you heard
accepted
of?
my fate.
Have you heard of the Passport Bros?
I have not.
Have you heard of the what is it called? MGTOW movement of guys? Well, there's a big group of guys that they're going overseas or going to other countries to find their wives. It's a real thing. Passport Bros. It's a thing, or men going on their own way, because here in the West, well, it's just they cannot find the one ideal woman to marry and to procreate with. And
Why do you think is that?
why?
Why do you think is that?
I think it's because women want to be strong, independent leaders, and they are not the leader that they think they are.
They don't have what it takes.
They don't have what it takes. They want to control things and be the leader when their headspace is not correct for it. Like I said earlier, if you're not a leader, you don't have those leader mentalities. You got to step aside and let the leader lead. You can't lead and follow at the same time.
Thank you. What do you think that's the thing? The West women doesn't qualify for marriage.
Honestly, just to add on to what Nicolas just said, it's that, and then it's just like the whole leftist movement, feminist women, boss babe, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's basically it's the modern feminism, because when we lie, women buy. It's a lie, and you believe that lie.
When
feminism.
we lie?
Yeah, when we lie, when society lie, women buy.
Oh, okay,
Everything's
okay.
based on consumerism. It's based on that. Because the word feminism implies women, and you think it's a positive thing, but it's actually a lie. And we base ourselves in numbers and outcomes. We've seen it now. Never before in history we've seen women that are very sad, alone, and miserable. They go cry to sleep.
And men.
And yeah, but you will think feminism will benefit women, and it is the opposite.
I agree. And everything started a few decades ago, when the
Sexual liberation and
this
the pregnancy
thing
pill.
happened. Everything have a good side, like I said a few times already. And the bad side, I think in the West, in this country, is happening that social media is a massive gun pointing to our brains.
Yes.
Especially making men como mujeres.
Yeah.
And making women like men.
Yeah.
So I think this is
Feminized man, yes.
yes,
Yep.
and making women like masculine.
So
yes.
most women, a strong and independent boss babe type of
Yes,
A-type.
and I think this should be fix it. And how
do we fix it?
how could we fix something
Yeah,
so big
that's a
like
very
this?
good question. It starts at home, and it starts at us with parents.
And
not to
and
fit
me,
into this.
it starts with us, with ourselves. I
Starts
want to
with-
be treated like a woman. I want to be treated like a queen.
Yeah.
So
To add to what
Too
Rico
late.
said, I think I would agree with Rico saying it starts with the parents. With parents teaching the correct values and
Yeah.
principles.
Yeah. Don't believe in this
Yeah.
garbage.
and ourselves too. We're not that late to
Like, I don't teach I have daughters, and I don't teach them, hey, you're special. I mean, you're special to me and important to me, and I love you, because we gave you life. So basically, we're only important and matter to the people who gave us life. And most people walk out there thinking they're special, they're unique and rare. And we have to, get rid of that stupid mentality. Like, no, you're not special. You're special to me, and you're loved by your parents only.
Yep.
It starts at home.
I think we all are unique and special and perfect humans.
Yeah, to someone.
And we should
Yeah, to your parents
share
only. To your
with the
parents
world.
only.
No, we should share with the world.
And that's the problem right there.
Why?
That is the problem.
Because you mentioned something very important, and it's a real thing. It's social media, right? Like
Yeah.
you probably get hundreds of DMs online. I'd be lucky if I get one DM a month,
For sure.
and if related to business or something like that. But you women get hit a lot, and it creates this type of.
I work in the restaurant industry, and when
Even more so then.
when
More so, yeah. Even worse. Even worse.
Even more.
Okay, my point is, when I treat, let's say, when people who I serve treat me good, I feel good. Even if they don't tip me a lot, they treat me with kind and respect and
Of
and
course.
see me as a human. They are sharing something they have. Is kindness, is respect, and we can all share that. And if we all share some kindness and respect and acknowledge the other person as a human, and
No, that sounds very good on paper, but you can afford to say that because you're a woman. We cannot afford to think that way because we're men. Nobody see us that way. That sounds very fair and good. It should be that way. But we cannot operate like that. Should, could, and would, and will is very destructive for most of us men. We have to operate in reality. What is, not what should be.
I see what you're saying, though. You're saying just to be kind to people.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Respect,
Yeah.
yeah.
Treat people with
Yeah.
kindness and respect. I get that. But that's totally different than
Yeah.
us being special. We're not special as people. Individuals, how you're
there's-
saying, like we're unique
Yeah.
and we're special. Nah.
And it's that kind of mentality that set us back, and that keeps us from growing, but you're right.
I don't think so.
I think that mentality leads to entitlement. So I agree with what Rico
Entitlement,
was
yeah.
saying is that you are
Entitlement.
special to your parents. They gave you birth to them. Yeah. So as a parent, you should say to your kids like you're special to me, but to the world,
To the world,
you
no.
ain't shit.
Maybe they're being nice to you as a server because
Yeah.
they want to be in your DMs.
Yeah, of
know what I'm
course.
saying?
No, yeah, because you have to accept reality. I mean, three old men. I'm telling you, we're telling you the truth, how it is. And that's how it is. I mean, most men that talk to you because
in your perspective.
in every man's perspective, that's how it is. Men talk to you because you're attractive and you're.
But I'm
you're
talking
attractive.
about families and women also, not just men. I'm talking in general.
Yeah, but that applies also because we're talking about relationship and marriage, and that's kind of like the foundation of everything in society, right? So nuclear family. That's why back in the 50s, 60s, it was the best society that we created back in the days. Traditional values, everything based on respect and dignity and decency, modesty, and we lost those values for some reason in this modern era. It's not about, we're in hookup culture now. Everything's about, me, entitlement.
Selfishness.
I'm gonna give you the equivalent.
Selfishness.
The equivalent of when you go to a restaurant, they give you a menu like a Bible. It's hard to decide for you, right? But if you go to a different restaurant with only 5 items, this is the only items they will serve, and they're all good. You're gonna decide. But if you have a Bible, a menu there's a Bible, you're never gonna choose anything.
You will decide, but
Cheesecake
it will
Factory?
take you longer.
Cheesecake Factory, for instance.
What?
So that's the case for most women. You think you have all these candidates, you have all these many options, right, to date. That it's very difficult for you
I know.
to choose.
That's what you think about social media, right? You said DMs and things like that. In reality, no.
Yeah,
that's an illusion.
How many DMs do you think you would get a month?
Come on, be honest.
Like,
You get a lot.
You got to think about it. How
a
many?
few?
The fact that you got to calculate.
I don't
says
get
that.
any.
I don't get nothing. I don't get any. I mean, I got one this month.
honestly, for me is nothing. For me is completely nothing. Somebody send me a message, and that could be a scammer. First, that's the highest possible, like 90%.
But we're not getting into depth with it. But the fact is, like, are you getting guys saying, "Hey,
Hey, beautiful.
yeah,
Yes.
Hey,
How many
bonita.
a month?
Yes, but I think I honestly believe
More
that
than
that's
10.
scammers.
more than
More than
10.
Yes, but I
Boom.
believe that that's scammers.
Whether it is or not, it's irrelevant. The fact is, we're not getting any
Yeah.
girls going like, "Hey, cutie."
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know that people, and they do not know me. Why should that even count? Why?
Because they
It
want
does
to get
count
to
because
know
it
you.
fit into your ego. It makes you feel good.
No,
It
it
does-
does
it does
not
count.
help me a lot. Hey, and they sent me the message, and I was like, hey, do I know you? And they would say, no, but I saw your picture and you look
Yeah,
good. I was like, block.
Not even asking for money and you're blocking?
Yes.
That's a scam. If they're asking you for money, scam. But
No,
if
not-
they like your picture, that's not a scam.
Why should somebody send me a message that
'Cause
doesn't know me?
They want to date you.
They want to date
They
you. They want to
don't-
take you
they
out.
do
They want to
not
fly you
know.
out.
Instagram is
thing.
the biggest dating app.
Yes,
Bigger
they,
than Tinder.
Yes, they do not know me. Why should I even
It's
talk
the
to
most
somebody?
famous dating app. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook dating is one of the major dating apps. They get your DMs, and at least you're gonna be curious and click on that one. I'm gonna see how this guy look like. Maybe
View
it's
profile.
my type.
I don't. That doesn't even do this to my ego. No.
Our viewers, we don't recommend to send dick pics and all of that. Please, guys, don't do that. It's embarrassing. Don't embarrass us. Don't do that. Don't send those type of
No.
nude pictures, guys.
Social media is an illusion.
It's an illusion, but
That's-
it creates this type of, on women. It's a fact.
Not on me.
Of entitlement
Not on me.
or inflated type of ego, on women. Can you imagine me waking up and people, they want to fly me out, they want to take me to dinner and, to the club.
How could you even
going
trust
yachts.
something like that? How?
Fly me to,
Why should you?
What is that in Arabian? What is that
Saudi-
city?
Dubai.
Dubai, yeah. Fly me to Dubai, fly me here
Fly
in
me
a
to
jet,
Miami.
I'll be like, wow, I'm special. I'm important.
What are they trying to scam you out of if they ask you to take you out?
I don't know.
No, that's just the thing. But
I can't trust.
But most of the
somebody.
DMs are probably men who wants to date you, who find you attractive. Come on, be honest.
or
It's
who want-
okay.
they're just shooting their shot.
You're not the only one. There's millions of women getting hit on the
But I'm gonna tell
DMs.
you something. That same man that sent me that message, how many messages did he send that day?
Oh yeah, he's sending exactly. He's shooting his shot. That's how it is. On dating apps,
He's
most
working
guys.
his numbers.
He's
You know?
like,
You don't count
He-
your fishing like
no,
one time.
he copy and paste the same message.
Hey, if
on
that's
the-
what you gotta do. That's what you
on-
gotta
on-
do.
You're gonna catch one
Yeah,
fish.
you gotta or a blitz,
It's
but
all
you gotta
about
catch
sales,
something.
baby.
on dating apps, they do the same. They swap 100% right all
I
the
have
time.
been in a dating app.
Women 5%.
I have been in a dating app, and honestly, I think people who went there, we had problems.
See, that just proves.
Commitment problem.
That just proves that you find most guys on dating app unattractive, right? They're not attracted to you. Be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. Most women swipe 5% left on dating app.
Yeah,
Guys
you
swipe
shouldn't-
100%.
Like
100%.
things like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever.
No, but literally, no, this is so true. Though. Like I've had friends who like have Tinder. I don't have Tinder, but like I have friends.
I never had Tinder.
I have friends who just literally they're just like talking to me. And they're just like swiping right.
Yeah.
They don't even care to look at the picture most of the time.
Even if it's a gordita.
Yeah, they're just like
It don't matter. As long as it's a woman.
Oh, I got a match. Let's see.
Oh my
Get
god.
so excited. Yeah, it's so excited. Yeah, I used to.
But like
Even
girls,
1
yeah,
DM.
they just they won't swipe.
Yeah, it's just
right
that
on
we're
most of the
different.
guys.
Men and women are different. You're
Of course,
apparently what
we
you
are,
value.
we are completely different.
Your
Yes, we
your
are.
most valuable asset is your look. That's what most of us.
Ay,
guys-
why? It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, shouldn't, could have, would. I wish a war hunger wouldn't
I don't
exist.
think I don't think my looks is my best asset. Honestly, I don't. I am 100%.
For attraction?
I am
Physical attraction is
100%
important in a relationship.
sure that
Yeah.
is not.
That's what gets you one foot in a relationship. That's what most guys are interested. Your look is your most important. When it comes to relationships, and marriage, it's your look, your femininity, your fertility, your youth, obviously. And that's
like
it.
half of my boyfriends haven't been good looking. Well,
That's
at
because
least less than
they're-
half, though.
You're a girl. You don't see the same lens as we guys do.
Yeah, because
We care about
about looks.
physical looks first.
Yeah.
Girls, they don't care about it as much as guys do.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
the
we
look.
don't.
This is not as strong as our most valuable asset on guys.
You're like,
Yeah.
what's his mentality like? What's
Yeah.
is he
It's
charming?
the ambitions.
It's more like characteristics.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got a good personality. He's
he
ambitious.
funny?
He's strong. Can is this guy masculine? Can this guy protect me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Those
Yes,
are.
that's a big green flag.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. But on you,
Guys, like, is she
on you,
cute? Is she ugly?
you should
Alright,
look.
she's ugly. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. A girl. I'm sorry to say, but a girl who's ugly is just pretty much.
A
you
guy
know,
can be ugly,
game
but be
over.
redeemed by all those other characteristics
Yeah.
you just mentioned.
But
A girl, you're ugly. Sorry.
No, that's cierto.
You're SOL.
I have seen girls that they for social beauty standards, they are not that attractive, and they have very, very attractive men by their side. I have seen that a
yeah,
lot.
when it comes to women, they don't know how to how to qualify beauty on other women, or they don't know. They don't have that
I
capacity.
said that's
They
the
look
reason.
at Lizzo.
Yeah, because I
That's the reason
said
I said social beauty standards.
Lisa, like, oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
By
but 'cause
society
I-
standards, she's gorgeous AF. You know,
Who?
Lizzo.
But she ain't.
Lisa?
Yeah,
¿Quién
a
es
singer.
Lizzo?
Singer.
You know who Lisa is? That one.
You
Yeah.
can Google her. You can Google her later.
I'm not interested.
She looked like Precious. The movie Precious.
No, I haven't seen Precious.
Just
She's
like that.
she's big. Let's say that.
Oh, okay.
big girl.
Okay.
Linebacker.
Yeah, but wow, that's awesome conversation, guys. I mean, very entertaining.
What happened with the toxicity?
we covered that on the first half.
Yeah, we already covered that.
Yeah, but I mean, man, y'all.
It's just
Yeah, some a toxic relationship for sure.
Congratulations for getting a.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It feels great.
Yes.
That wasn't a loss. That was a win.
It is. It is.
It's a win.
It's like a start
Let's go.
on the shelf.
maybe we can at least what do you guys think? Maybe try to you guys want to try it? Maybe to go on a date? Maybe since
What is
as
going on
friends.
here?
No. I mean, as friends.
What
you
is
know,
the
maybe
purpose
because
of
you're
this program?
single. My man is single here too. Just go for a coffee or
You're
whatever
single.
as friend.
You're
as
single.
friend.
You're single.
When you get to choose, it don't matter. Here on air, who do you think? I mean, if there was a blind date,
What is
dating
going
show.
on here?
sorry, we tricked you. This is actually a dating show. It's just
Surprise.
it's
It was a trick, huh?
Ta-da!
Rico's a magician now.
You have the privilege to choose.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
He's playing matchmaker.
No, but
Have you
Yeah,
done this
the-
before?
say it again.
Have you done this before?
Then what? To match people?
Yeah.
In the future,
In the
want to.
future,
We want to do
There's
that.
a
We want to.
plan.
No, we
There's
want
a
to create
plan.
a page like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Shout out to him. He created a page where he would match African American couples. So that would be a good idea to do. You know, to create a page so we can match Latinos. You know what I mean? Then
I mean,
that would be.
if that's what you want to do, Rico.
That would be a good idea.
I don't think
It
that's
won't
a good
cost
idea, honestly.
You know, that would, put our own people together.
Our own people.
Yeah, because
Who's
our
your
culture is
people?
kind of collapsing. You know, we're not breeding babies anymore. That's another main factor.
That's true.
You know, our society is collapsing. Our culture. You know, well, we're not-
I wouldn't be able to contribute because I'd be a hypocrite if I did.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
to contribute what? We're breeding babies?
No, to like the Latinos with Latinos thing.
He likes güeritas.
Oh, yeah, are you down for? I thought you were down with 39 flavors, like basketball. No? You're not down with chocolate?
No, I'm not.
Mocha?
I'm not.
Cappuccino?
I'm not down with the 39.
Only
flavors.
vanilla? Vanilla and strawberry, that's it? A
Yep.
little bit of cinnamon?
Yeah.
No, I'm down. I don't discriminate. I'm down with the, I don't discriminate beauty. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with all the flavors, man. Yeah.
Me
I like
too.
my güeritas too, but
almost over
my
every
Latinas,
flavor.
man, I cannot give up
Every.
on Latinas women as well. No, yeah, it's about that. I don't see race, color.
I'm not saying I don't. I just strictly. I'm like nah. Strictly no.
All I see: femininity, fertility, youth. You're friendly, you're coachable, you're down to earth, you're down to follow my lead.
You're
You know what I
gonna
mean?
die single.
You'll be surprised. Yeah, because most women want, a man who knows how to lead. I'm not saying being controlling, and being toxic.
Right.
Just be a nice, assertive type of guy, a CIA.
A CIA?
Yeah, a caring, assertive, intelligent. Yeah. Most women want that. Some guy who can, teach him something. Who knows how to lead, protect him, and
Yeah.
and
That's the ideal. That's the ideal.
yeah, voluntarily a woman will know, like, hey, this guy is he's a good, fair guy. He's
But there is a lot
I
of men
cannot
like
fuck
that.
around.
There is a lot of men like that. Why are they single still?
No, there's not a lot of men like that.
I
That's why we created this show.
I think there is a lot.
No, especially nowadays, a lot of guys lack of confidence. A lot
We're
of guys
talking
lack.
about the
If-
young
if-
generation.
If there were, wouldn't you be swiping
Exactly.
right?
You don't want to be single right now. You prove it.
True.
Yeah.
You,
so-
you, they would be all over the damn place.
yeah, they'll be lining up. You'll be able to.
You'd have your pick of the litter.
Yeah.
I want to be
But-
positive about it.
Yeah, but you just said it. Most guys are not attractive to you. You don't find most guys attractive.
Did I say that?
Yeah. You just said it.
On the dating apps, anyway. So.
But most guys find most
Well,
women attractive.
that's on the dating app,
But it's almost the same thing.
No,
in
it's not.
Socializing and on dating app. And on dating app it's a lot easier, and you should be able to find everybody attractive,
Right.
because we find our best pictures, our best angles, our best description.
We put the
Filters.
best
Filters, yeah.
stuff there.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is your red flags now?
Oh, like I said earlier, the controlling, the verbal and physical
Yeah,
abuse.
let's
on
wrap
that.
this up.
The knife.
Especially the knife.
Knife skills, red flag.
Why don't you find out in real life?
She ain't cutting no vegetables.
Why don't you find out? Just go out. Just go have a cup of coffee or something. As friends, give yourself an opportunity. It wouldn't hurt. Saying just like friends.
I didn't know what you were talking about. Like,
No, like you're curious.
oh, okay.
You're curious.
No, because I asked
With Nicolas.
Eros, I asked Nico.
Nicolas.
Now I want to ask you, what are your red flags?
Oh, wow. Good questions. Didn't I say that already? Didn't I say them?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's very simple. Somebody who's not entitled, somebody who's not all over the place, like somebody who can tell me, "Hey, control your girl, Rico. What's wrong with your girl?" That's not very attractive. A woman who's a woman who's just quiet and submissive and just
Modest.
just kind, friendly.
You say modest and submissive? That's a red flag?
No,
No, the
I'm
opposite.
looking for that.
Yeah,
You
a
want a
woman-
submissive and quiet woman.
Yeah, that's very attractive. You can ask any man. You can ask these guys what's attractive for us for a woman. If
Are you
like
serious?
if a woman tells me, "Hey, I like to travel," red flag. Or if, let's say, I drive a very fancy car, like a fancy Audi vehicle, say, "Oh, I've been in one of these cars," red flag. Like she's for the streets. She's been around, right? She's been around. And these things, a lot of women don't know this, but that's how we pre-qualify women. Like, "Oh, I've been in Dubai, or I've been in Rome, or I've been in Cancun," red flag. Recreational use. If she's hot and pretty, that's what I was trying to say earlier.
If you were rich,
Say it again.
if you were rich,
If I was rich,
yeah, would that be a red flag?
if I was rich,
Yeah.
or if a woman was rich.
You.
If I was rich,
Yeah.
a red flag for who? For a woman? No, that's attractive for most women. To be
If
rich.
you were rich
Well,
and you met a girl
okay,
who drives a luxury car
a luxurious car.
and went to Dubai and Cancun, would that be a red flag?
It is a red flag because most women are trust fund babies. They don't. Most women don't earn that kind of money. So she probably inherited that money, or maybe she got divorced and got all that fortune.
Or she's on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Who brought you there? Who brought you? To
Yeah,
those
exactly. Who
places?
bought you all of that? How do you become rich like that? Do you and most rich people are entitled as well. Most people like that. If you don't get it from the mud, from scratch, then you're not humble. You're not. It didn't cost you anything. So you're very entitled. You're very toxic. Egotistical, narcissist type of guy. You know what I mean? Or women. But those are the red flags that I
So
look
you're
for.
saying that the women that
Or she's got a career, or she's got a some type of PhD. Those are very red flags because those are the most strong and independent, boss babe type, type of personality. I just stay away from that.
what kind of men will find that kind of woman as a green flag?
As a green flag, it
What
can
kind
be.
of men?
For me, a green flag for a woman, it can.
No. What kind of men?
Maybe a bum that wants a woman to take care of him. You know what I mean?
Exactly, a bum. He said it perfectly.
A bum? What
a
is
bum,
a bum?
a scammer.
A lazy guy.
Someone who has no money.
A guy that likes to play video games all day.
Okay.
They did this survey around the world in 36 cultures, right? They done this study and this survey.
Okay.
They asked 18 years old to 60-year-old guys, what kind of women they prefer, and they all said 18 to 24. 18 years old to 24. Most guys prefer women in that age range.
And what is the age that women prefer men?
Older than them, mostly. From the ratio is from 4 years old to 10 years old. I mean, that ratio.
No, what is
That
what is
gap.
the peak of a man? The peak of the
35,
value.
40s.
35,
It's 43. That's when most men peak at their best. Most
Okay.
men peak at 43. Most men cannot make it all the way out there. It's only 10% of guys who become successful around the world.
What is the bad side of being in your peak? And
An 18-year-old guy ain't nothing. He got no value at all.
but
He ain't got no value.
we're saying about the 40 guys.
For-
What is
What-
the
what's your question
downside?
again?
What is the downside of that for a woman?
For women, more is less. Like if for women, having a career, having making more money. With unfortunately for women, there's just a short window of opportunity. Is from 18 to 25. After that, then your value decrease. But for men, it's from 35 and up. It keeps increasing.
What is the bad side of a women?
The flip
in
side?
in the peak moment.
It's from 18 to 25. That's that in that period of time you're at your peak, and
Okay.
that's when you can demand anything you want. The world is yours, pretty much. But most women waste their 20s doing some other
You
stuff.
didn't answer what I thought.
Okay, good.
I think
Ask-
it would be that it is an experience and easy to manipulate. And the man who is a pig at 40, they usually
Manipulate.
are very manipulative, and their sex life starts going down hill.
No, not for most men, because now they have the new inventions for ED and stuff like that. So a man can procreate till they die. Look at Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. They're over 80 years old, and they should have a baby. So a man don't have a biological clock, but a woman does. It all comes to
That's good. Imagine being pregnant at 50. Oh my God, that would be bad.
yeah, it's very bad. And most
Yes.
women prioritize their careers and
There's
saying
nothing wrong.
degrees.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not saying there's something wrong with that, but you have to understand, and as a parent, it's my responsibility to educate my daughter that it's about priorities. Yeah, you can always pursue your career, your PhD later in life, but you gotta prioritize because you're on the biological clock. Eventually, you want to become a mom, and that's what's going to give you the best satisfaction. It's going to be your best. That's what's going to give you eternal happiness. Not your title, not your career.
Their career is gonna.
What is gonna give you eternal happiness?
Becoming a mom.
Becoming a mom.
Yes.
And when you become a mom, your career is on hold. You can't work when you're
Yeah.
pregnant.
And that's what happened during the pandemic. We seen this effect. They done this study in Swedish, I believe, and they find out most women didn't go back to work. Most women stay work from home. Yeah, they say, F this, and my children's come first. I'm not going back. And that's when they realize they have this existential crisis, and they realize, no, my kids matter more because we were in this, type of very bad situation. Mm-hmm. So, you have any other questions you want to ask men that it always intrigued you, or you always wanted to know about men? Since you're here,
I didn't come prepared for that.
take
Honestly,
advantage.
I don't.
I always ask this question, and this experiment only proves that most women don't care about men's struggles. I honestly believe that most women don't care, man, about our about what we think or what we want or our standards.
I did ask a few questions, and I did say that you should have standards.
Yeah, but you don't like them.
I don't like
our
them.
standards.
No, why should I not like them?
Like for most of us, we prefer a pretty woman, young, that works at McDonald's. That's how simple we are. We're very simple.
Yeah.
A woman who's very
Because you
cooperative.
want to be able to become Don Quixote de la Mancha, El Hidalgo, huh?
I think
And even easier
it's who the
to
woman
become.
becomes after she's successful.
No.
There's no
Yeah.
telling her nothing. She's the man. She's the boss. I'm more successful than you.
Yeah,
you know what I
'cause
mean?
They're more adaptable. They're more impressionable, and they can follow your lead, and they have with less baggage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they come with less trauma and stuff. It's easier to coach. I mean, that's Eros' experience.
That's a
been-
sigh of relief right there. Like less baggage, less trauma.
It's just very
That's
easy.
golden.
Like older women, it's very difficult.
Well,
you cannot teach
We
new
all
tricks
know.
to.
We all know that to be able to have something real, something substantial,
Substantial, yeah.
we need to work hard for it. We need to both. We need to have commitment. We need to find the person, choose the right person to work for it, and not just like I want peace, I want this, yeah.
So you're demonizing our standards.
I want the whole package in my hand or my mouth.
That's all we want. Like Nicolas was saying, we go to work. We go to work, but it's very competitive in the.
Yeah, I'm saying about working with the couple in the relationship.
In the male existent world, it's very different, and we go out there, to hunt. Our brain is still trapped in the mammoth era. So we go and fight for our money, for our bread. Mm-hmm. And the last thing we wanted, and obnoxious, a very aggressive woman that receives us,
Another one of us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we want. It's very annoying. It's very toxic. We want a woman who receives that, hey, I make you a sandwich, saying that let me give you a food massage.
To do that,
I don't want to compete with myself.
Yes.
To get that, you need to make some, how you call, negotiation. And
negotiation?
Talk.
Yeah, you don't negotiate with terrorists. You don't negotiate with women. This is how it is. See, that's why I'm saying I like it. You have as a man
standards.
As a man, you have to become that guy so she adapts to your program and she don't question anything. You just say, this guy is like that. I have two options: stay with this guy, okay, and have a fulfilled life, or leave. So
you're not willing. You're not willing to
negotiate.
Bend a little bit on one side or the other.
I don't think any man wants to be led by.
I'm not talking.
Here's
about
what you should do. You should establish your non-negotiables
in the beginning. Yes, that's
and
why
then
you do
they
it.
either agree or decline. And then if
I
they
agree.
decline,
I agree.
You're free to choose, because at the end of the day, you're the one who choose the guy. You're the one who choose. We're the one who approach. We're the hunters, and you get to choose. Well, I kind of like that guy, and this and this and that. Well, this guy, it's. So you choose at the end of the day, and you cannot, this is how it is.
Well,
That's
what
how it
I'm
is.
saying is like.
we got 5, almost 10 to wrap up too. So
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. But
Okay.
you have a question, you can ask. Yeah, right now, if you ever wonder about male experience, this is your chance. You can ask Nicolas if you feel more comfortable. He's an open book. He's not afraid. He's here to.
I'm here to talk.
To talk. Okay. No more questions.
No more questions.
I ask.
You decline his invitation for.
well, I'd like to give you guys an opportunity. Share with the public what you got going on, where to find you, if you got any side hustle,
social media, where can they find you guys, or if they have any other questions they want to reach out to you guys.
Yeah, if you have any questions for me, I'm on Facebook, Nicolas Moreno, that's my name. Feel free to reach out.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you for a minute and give you some advice if you want, whether it's legal advice, maybe you're going through like a breakup or a child custody stuff. I'm going through that myself, and I'm doing it by myself. So I find myself in the courtroom without men knowing anything, and we realize that there's no help for you in there, and really the law's not really on our side. So I'm kind of doing this by myself, and I'm learning by myself, and if there's anything I could teach anybody or help somebody out with, a little bit of advice, hit me up. I'll talk to you and help you as much as I can.
Yeah, thank you for that, man.
Well, my name is Monica. Please don't send me message on social media.
No more.
I will not answer.
It's too many already. They're all locked up.
I'm gonna think
You'll
that
be in
it's
the
a
queue.
scammer. If you ever find yourself in a toxic situation, in a very aggressive and abusive relationship, just ask yourself if you deserve it. And clearly, you will say no.
I agree.
And ask for help. Value yourself. Honestly, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to leave a toxic relationship. Usually, some people said that it takes from 5 to 12 tries. So Wow.
And go ahead, finish. Sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
Just leave.
Just leave.
Yes.
I mean, men or women, it don't matter.
Yes.
Because
definitely.
like Nicolas, he was in a situation like that too, and
Your first sign, get out of there, guys.
yeah.
Kudos to you for. I don't think you said you hit her back or nothing like
No,
that.
I
So
never hit her back.
yeah, men who beat women are scum. And
Yeah,
we
they're
don't.
cowards.
We don't condone.
We don't
that
condone
here.
out of physical violence to anybody.
Even women who hit men.
Yeah, we should.
That's coming from a woman, so
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no man or
Yep.
women.
Yes.
just domestic violence in either way. It's
And
no fly zone.
Say
go ahead,
no.
Eros.
Well, thank you
Take
guys
us home,
for
Eros.
thank you guys for joining us tonight. That was a really great conversation back and forth, and thank you
Yes.
to everyone who was
Very
viewing as
interesting.
well in the comments. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give us your thoughts. We're here, and we'll see you guys next week for another show.
Another episode. I'm sure we're gonna choose another good topic so we can all benefit and learn from each other. That's the whole goal. And like our guest said, if you guys going through some type of adversity or some tough challenges in a relationship or marriage, you can reach out to us on Aquí Entre Nos or our phone number in our inside our cabin or Facebook page. You can reach out to us or Radio Universal, www.radiouniversal.com as well. And then will you guys come back again if we invite you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was
definitely.
fun.
It was a very interesting conversation that we all learned a lot. And then we see you guys next week.
Take care.
Thank you very
Next
much.
time.
You gotta learn some lessons. Man lessons, okay? I know it's hard being a woman, but there's a coldness that you have to accept when you're a man, especially a black man. It's like the world's cold as a mother, okay? And you get older, one thing I learned, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. I've never heard a woman in my life say, you know, after he got laid off, we got so much closer. You ain't never heard that shit. No. I once heard my grandmother say, a broke man is like a broke hand. Can't do nothing with it. What kind of gangster shit is that?